Hi everybody, this is Jane Smolnik coming to you from my office in Asheville, North Carolina. So I'm a doctor of natural medicine and natural therapies, and it occurred to me that with cold and flu season coming, a lot of people don't really know how to boost their immune system other than maybe taking the vitamin C tablet. So I want to give you some of the best top ways to actually strengthen your immune system so you can prevent colds and flus if possible. Okay? So first of all, just understand the immune system. I think a lot of people don't quite understand it because it's really throughout our entire body. It's not just one thing. You know, the spleen is a very important part of the immune system, and it often mirrors what's going on in the liver. If there's congestion, toxicity in the liver, the spleen can be kind of sluggish. Our lymph glands are a huge part of our immune system. You have lymph glands throughout your entire body, and you actually have 3 times more lymphatic fluid than you do blood. So if you have 15 pints of blood on average, you have about 45 pints of lymphatic fluid, kind of like your white blood cells, your defenders. And it doesn't have a muscle that pumps it. It requires up and down movement, exercise, or even like skin brushing, gentle massage, or even just bouncing to move that lymphatic system to help strengthen your immune system. One of the best ways to do that, spend 2 to 5 minutes bouncing on a mini trampoline, or you can sit on one of those big rubber exercise balls and just bounce up and down, or even just stand up and jiggle up and down can be helpful. Another big part of our immune system, besides actually our tonsils, are a huge part, and the lymph glands are right here in the throat. There's a lot of them there as well. The thymus gland, which is in the center of the chest, you can actually thump on that a little bit, but a really super big part is your gut health. So this is the gut flora, the bacterial flora that lines our intestines, often known as the Peyer's patches. For many people, our digestion is poor, our elimination can be sluggish. You should be eliminating at least 2 or 3 times a day. And our gut health from poorly digested foods, processed foods, toxins, and especially antibiotics. If you have been on antibiotics, even in the last 5 years, or up to 10 years. It can take that long to really build up that immune health in the gut. Okay, so the immune system is really important. So we're going to talk a little bit about probiotics as an important piece here, but I have a list of a few things that are helpful. But that is tremendous. If you don't have a healthy gut, you don't have a healthy body, period. It's like our core in a sense. So let's talk about some of the best ways to strengthen your immune system. Number 1, is to reduce and eliminate stress. Stress plays a huge role when our body's overstressed, when we're in that chronic fight or flight situation. Our body says, I don't care about my immune system right now. I don't care about digestion. I don't care about eliminating. I don't care about a number of different things. I have to put out stress hormones because I'm dealing with stuff. And you know what? The majority of us are stuck in a chronic stress response, or our sympathetic nervous system is constantly on. And there's a whole lot that goes behind that. So you can have adrenal stress, adrenal fatigue, and adrenal exhaustion. And I've had all 3. I've even gone into the exhaustive state and really took several years to recover and build back up. One of the things I want to just mention too is for people who have diseases already and they're already in a weakened state, they do have to take more drastic measures, which is totally fine. But I'm talking about the average person who says, well, I'm pretty healthy. I don't have to worry about it. I'll just go get a flu shot. Well, that's okay, but you should really know what you can do to strengthen that immune system. So eliminating or reducing your stress, you might have to do some deep breathing. You might have to do some inner work and let go. You might have to stop watching so much stressful news. You might have to release some of the stress of toxins on your body. Learn how to meditate. Make sure you get good sleep. So toxins is another thing. I guess just going back to stress, I know when you're in a stress response or adrenal exhaustion, then one of the things that happens is you are much more prone to respiratory infections. I was like that a few years back when I was going through my adrenal exhaustion. Oh man, and I was flying a lot. Every winter I would get strep throat or a cold or what felt like the flu but actually wasn't. And it would take me at least 3 weeks to get over it. So when you're in adrenal fatigue or exhaustion, it can take you a lot longer to get over it, and you're much more prone to it. That's why it's really important to calm that stress response and get yourself built up again, okay? Toxins are another thing that really put a huge drain on our immune system. Our liver, our kidneys, our body, our lymph, everything is trying to fight toxins. So we are exposed to more toxins than ever before. We're overloaded. Okay, there are toxins in our water, things like fluoride, in our food, in our air, in our body care products, in our environment, everywhere. So really be conscious and aware, how can you reduce your toxic load? Can you eat more clean, fresh, healthy food, like fruits and vegetables especially? Lots and lots of them. Okay, drinking fresh water and clean water, I should say, is really essential. Make sure it's good filtered water and add lemon to it. That can actually help our body flush toxins, help our liver kind of go a little bit better. So that's an important part. Some people say, well, I just take vitamin C every day. Well, you know what? That's not necessarily going to do it. So one of the things that I really prefer is taking one little pill a day of what we call the little yellow pill, which is a new preventive health breakthrough, which is NRF2 activation for the body. So that activates not only our immune system and our liver, it helps to eliminate toxins, but it turns on our body's own master antioxidants, increases our glutathione by 300%, our catalase super SOD. Do you know you would have to take 120 vitamin C capsules per day to equal one little yellow pill? That's all natural. The effectiveness is outstanding. So that's something that to think about. Do you know you'd have to drink or eat 375 oranges or 11 pounds of blueberries to equal one NRF2 activation pill, and it's only available in one place. So let me know if that's something that's important to you. I'm definitely happy to help you with that. Also consider taking some supplements that have powerful mushrooms in them, such as chaga mushroom is the most powerful of all. Reishi mushroom is another one. Even shiitakes. We eat shiitakes on a regular basis in this house. But chaga and reishi especially, as well as some of the shiitakes, are extremely high in antioxidants, but also beta-glucans. Beta-glucans really pump up your immune system, excellent for people with cancer, autoimmune disease, and weakened states to really strengthen and build up, okay? Minerals and trace minerals are essential, especially zinc. It's kind of like turning your lights back on. You know, we're electromagnetic bodies. We absolutely need them to function well. So zinc is extremely important for keeping your immune system strong. Taking a good daily multi that's all natural, that includes minerals and trace minerals, might be important. So your body has all the building blocks it needs to do what it needs to do. Exercise and oxygenate your cells, okay? Exercise moves the lymphatic system. It gets everything going. It pumps things. It flushes toxins out of the body. But also that aerobic type where you're getting a lot more oxygen. Oxygenating your cells is one of the best ways to strengthen your cells, you know, to just make them all over better. Alkalize your body pH. Many of us, most of us, are eating a highly acidic diet. Too many acids, too many sugary foods, too many processed foods, too many meats, too much dairy products, a number of different things. So make sure you alkalize, because if you're acidic, you're much more prone to all kinds of diseases. If your body should be alkaline, your pH should be somewhere around 7.0. Your stomach is the only place that needs to be acidic. But most of us, we got to alkalize the body, and what that means is a lot more greens, green foods, green vegetables, kale, spinach, celery, things like that are extremely helpful. All kinds of vegetables as well are. But also think about green powders, green shakes. I call them dense greens, like barley grass, spirulina, chlorella, chlorophyll, wheatgrass, things like that. Super alkalizing, very strengthening for your immune system. Maybe think about having a green shake every day mixed with some other really great things. Vitamin D3, absolutely essential for your immune system. Avoiding sugar. Do you know 1 tablespoon of sugar weakens your immune system for up to 5 hours? And a lot of us have way more than 1 tablespoonful of sugar a day. So make sure you're checking your labels. There's sugar in all kinds of stuff. Stop putting sugar in your coffee and on your cereal and things like that. It's like, and even white flour is kind of like a silent sugar. It's a starch. It just turns to sugar rapidly in the body, weakens your immune system. So again, really turn to a lot more fruits and vegetables. And I just want to mention something about the gut health too with probiotics. You cannot get enough probiotics, okay? You could take 400 probiotic capsules a day and not overdose. Most of the probiotics that we consume today, 95 to 96% get destroyed in the stomach acid, and a very small percent, only about 4%, gets into the gut where it needs to be implanted. So there's a couple of different brands, especially one particular that I like to use, especially because it is a patented time-release formula that is actually called BioTrack. It's actually wrapped in a cellulose, double wrapped. So when it hits the stomach acid, forms a protective gel, and it's meant to open over the next 10 to 12 hours in the gut itself. That's where all those probiotics are needed. And it also has beta-glucans, which really powers up that immune system. So, and improves our gut integrity, gut lining, creates tight junctions. It helps to avoid leaky gut, things like that. So absolutely essential. In fact, you might even want to take probiotics twice a day. I usually recommend on an empty stomach, and really high potency and multiple kinds. Just eating yogurt is not going to do it. So it's a nice thing to do, but it's not going to be enough. And also just two things really quickly. Nano Silver, which is like a colloidal silver, but it's not colloidal. It's nano, which means it's really tiny particles. I sell some on my website that are actually a spray. You put 12 sprays in your mouth. You can do that 2 or 3 times a day. Silver will actually bind to and help release things like viruses, bacteria, yeast, Lyme disease, all kinds of things, and pull them out of the body. So another one that's really very beneficial to have on hand is oil of oregano. Oil of oregano is phenomenal. You can get it in capsules if you don't like the strong taste, but what I really recommend is get like even a 1 ounce bottle of a real high potency oil of oregano, and you put just 2 drops under your tongue. You don't let it touch your tongue because it is strong. And within 2 minutes, it gets absorbed. This is sublingual. It gets absorbed underneath our tongue, and it goes immediately into our lymphatic system and our blood. Then you can take 4 or 5 drops, put it into a little bit of water with juice, swirl it around and drink it, and it goes into the gut. That oil of oregano is very potent for killing off things like bacteria and yeast, parasites, as well as viruses. So those are some things to really pay attention to. So these are some key things that you really should check out. If you want this information written down, you can visit my website at ultimatehealing.com. And if you click on sign up for my newsletter, then you get a free ebook, which is 24 Secrets to Super Health. And it really outlines even more about how you can keep your body strong, your immune system strong, and everything works better. So, there's no reason why if you're an average person that has good health, if you take good care of yourself and you eat better and do some of these things, you should be able to fly through cold and flu season without a problem. If you are getting sick, that's a sign your immune system needs serious support. And if you do have a disease, like an autoimmune disease or cancer, then you definitely need to do even more support to strengthen, and do what you need to do, because someone who's in a weakened state, something like a serious cold or flu can really take you down. So I hope that helps. Definitely let me know, what's the number one thing that you like to do to strengthen your immune system? What's the number one thing you like to do to reduce stress in your life? Leave some comments here. Share some information with other people. If you have questions, let me know. But what is it that you do? Are you taking control of your health? So please do. Okay, I don't want this to get too long, but thanks for joining me. Share this with friends if you want to. Share it on your wall if you want to. The best way to boost your immune system. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody.